Hello, everyone. This is Tyler McGraw from Emerging Civil War, and I have Sean Michael Chick here with me today. And Sean has a brand new book out, came out in April of this year. It's called Shiloh Campaign, 1862, Battle for the Heartland, and it is done by Casemate. So, Sean, first of all, welcome, and thank you for your talk today.
Yeah, very glad to be here.
Yeah. So you did a talk today about Shiloh and New Orleans, kind of mixing those together, Louisiana, right, as a whole?
Yeah, well, New Orleans in particular. I mean, there's a large number of Louisiana regiments that are at Shiloh. I mean, I probably by pure number of regiments, maybe more. Maybe a few Eastern battles would equal it, but I mean, so many units. But also just coming from a broad swath of Louisiana. But New Orleans in particular, you know, had roughly 40,000 soldiers in the Confederate Army at Shiloh, the Army of the Mississippi, and I'd estimate roughly 3,000 are from New Orleans.
Wow.
One every 13 men in the Confederate Army are from the city.
And that's a pretty substantial number to hail from.
Yeah, and also furthermore, a lot of them coming from the elite of the city, but also people like dock workers, so a full stratum of the city of New Orleans in a lot of ways. So the Irish dock workers, the middle class German communities represented. You have, you have the wealthy Creoles from the French Quarter area in Tremé and Marigny, and then the Anglo-Americans from upriver. So just a broad swath of the people of the city.
Right. And you gave the Italians a shout out too in your talk too.
Yeah. Although somebody asked me specifically, like, was there like an Italian unit? I'm like, no. Italian community in New Orleans at that time is small. Mm-hmm. Relatively well-to-do middle class, mostly Northern Italian. Right. But you're going to get a wave of Sicilians coming in after the war. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I want to talk a little bit about Shiloh too. So first of all, where did that interest begin for you? Like, what brought you to really want to take on Shiloh like this?
Are you okay with long answers?
I am. Absolutely.
Right. Excellent, man. So I remember reading about the battle in this book by a guy named Red Reader. It's called The Southern Generals.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he wrote these like essentially military history books for kids in the 50s. And I was really taken with this Shiloh chapter when I first read it so many years ago. And then I played this old, this 90s computer game called Battleground Shiloh. Okay. And they'd play all the songs and they'd have, I think it was not Johnny Horton, he was dead, but I forget his name. I think his last name is Horton. He did some work for Ken Burns' Civil War. Okay. He does some of the songs in there, and I'm just playing this game, and I'm really getting interested in the battle. And then I would have read a few books, then I went to Shiloh Battlefield, became my favorite battle. I didn't think I was going to do any work on it because I'm adamant about if it's already got what I think is a really great treatment, what am I going to add, right? So for instance, I thought about writing an extensive Fort Donelson book. Then I read Tim Smith's book and I'm like, this is fine, we're good. Tullahoma. Dave Powell's Tullahoma book's upstairs. I was writing a Tullahoma book, I was like, Powell's on it? I'm like, you'll do, it's already gonna be perfect, I don't need to do this, you know? But Shiloh, my research has found things of interest. I'm very passionate about it, and then I'm working on maps of Shiloh at Brad Gottfried, and that gives me a chance to. And God, it's such a pain because we have so many holes. The battle's so confusing. I've had a few people be like, essentially going like, "You're doing maps of Shiloh." Bless you, But still, but just like really digging into the source of that one. So the more research I've done, the more I have something more to say. So I plan to do a whole bunch of Shiloh books. So this will just be the intro one, really.
This will be the first one.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to talk to us today about your new book and also presenting here at Emerging Civil War. So make sure, folks at home, if you have a chance to check out Sean Chick's new book on Shiloh there, again done by Casemate. And if you are watching online, we will see you online and on the battlefield.